How are we doing? It has been a minute, JD's and Lettleman. Oh my gosh. If you weren't over in the watch along, we we talked about just about anything but the game, but 3 points. How about that? Jeff, Yuya Kubo will power the planet if you put him on a treadmill. And I believe that. I fully believe that. That guy's insane. How okay, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Welcome back, everybody. I don't remember the last time we were doing one of these because I missed the San Jose game, and I think I missed a game before that. But anyways, this is the latest post-match reactions that we have had. So cuddle up with a nice blanket, maybe some tea, whatever will keep you awake for the next 25, 30 minutes. And let's just get into it. So 3 points down in Dallas. It was, I don't know what the actual temperature was, but it was supposedly, as long as, the weather didn't just like drastically change before kickoff. It was supposedly the hottest game in FCC club history. And I've got it noted here. We've had 6 games in the club's history over 90 degrees with a record of 1 win, 3 losses, and 2 ties, with one of those ties being counted as the Miami US Open Cup loss last year. So technically 4 losses, I guess, but you know how that works. It's kind of silly. But now it's 2 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. So that's fun. And I mean, it looked hot. It looked super hot, uncomfortably hot. I have a friend down in Dallas right now. He's on internship and stuff for the summer, but he was like, if FCC looks tired tonight, or just the players in general, whatever, it's hot, disgustingly hot. So that's fun. I guess we overcame that hump, if you want to call it. I don't know if it was really a hump because, we play in the Midwest, so 90 degrees isn't really a thing unless it's the past couple of weeks here. It's been so hot. Oh my gosh. Boop is Alex 12. Boop is lost out there. He needs to leave. I don't know. Give it time. We may or may not touch on that later. It's a bit of a sensitive subject. I don't really want to get into that, but we'll see what happens. Yes, so 1-0 to the Orange and Blue. I like winning, and I will never get sick of winning. However, I can get sick of first of all, not winning by multiple goals. We always say that. And I don't like to continue saying it, but it has to be said because if we're being honest, what are the injuries right now? The back line. Why is the offense still not bagging crazy goals? And I know we had like the San Jose game and Kubo's kind of a freaking beast. I don't know. I'm still nitpicking the offense, I guess. Also, what needs to be said about the back line? Kip Keller. I've been rocking with that guy. I've been rocking with him since he got here. I don't know why he hasn't had the start since Matt's been gone, Robinson's gone, Haglin's gone, whatever. I don't know why he's not the next man up. Just my opinion. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Kip. Justin says that kit. Yeah, we rock with the Heritage kit. I kind of wish I got the authentic. I used to work at Soccer Village, and they let me get like a graduation gift, so they gave me a little extra % off, I guess. And this is what I got. But then years later, the authentic was cheaper, and I was kind of upset about it. But anyways, thanks, Justin. Earth RL says Keller is better than Murphy. Hot take? Maybe. What do we think about that? Keller better than Murphy? I think Murphy's developed incredibly well compared to the player that he was when we first got him. Different. Still not. What's a good comparison? What's a good comparison for Murphy? But he is a staple, I think, in our back line. And I'm so cool with that. But I think at the moment, no, I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that. Alex 12, thoughts on Alvas Powell? Okay, look. Was the last game the home? Yeah, it was. The last home game, one of his worst performances I've ever seen. And I think I put it up there with one of the worst performances just in general that I've ever seen. Up there with Upamecano in the Champions League last year, 2 years ago, if uh, European fans, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But it was bad. Tonight, I think it was fine. Um, I mean, it's hard to do worse than last week, but I've always been Alvas Powell defender. So I will never turn my back on him. Not for his play, no way. He's shown, and Jeans, I think it was Jeans was calling out in the watch along. Alvas has shown us that he's that guy sometimes. In the what was it, the US Open Cup semifinal last year against Inter Miami. Stupendous. Very good, very nice. So I rock with Alvas Powell, but bit out of form at the moment. Jeans, the expected goals sure caught up with us and ended up more realistic. Dallas 1.12 expected goal, 16 shots is atrocious. I was thinking that exact thing when I was putting in the stats. It's kind of insane because I literally just worked down to like possession shots, shots on target. That so I don't see like the stats below whatever before. I was like, wow, they had 16 shots. That's insane. It didn't feel like that. And then I got to like the shots on target. And I was like, 2 on target. That is what it felt like. It did not feel like they had 16 shots on target. Pff, I, that's really not good. That's really, really bad conversion. We had, what did that say? 5? Sorry, my monitor is very small. Yes, we had 6 shots on target, 2, or sorry, we had 6 total shots, 2 on target. Much better conversion rate. But still, that one shot, or well, shot miss from Dotto, the dime of a pass. Oh my gosh, he put on a thread from Lucho to Dotto. It was second half. It's pretty late in the second half as well. I'd say like the last half of the second half. You follow that? To Dotto, and it went wide, and that hurt. And we were also talking about in the watch along a little bit. Dotto. I've also been a Dotto defender and encourager and advocate, especially when he wasn't getting minutes. And I think I would like to see Boop or Santos up there. But Dotto's just out of form. He's gotten the minutes. It's good. I've loved to have seen him, but give him a break. He's 19. Let's calm down. We got Santos and Boop on the bench. Why is Dotto still starting? He's out of form, but again, it's the same with Alvas Powell, out of form. But he's shown us that he can be that guy. So, or well, maybe not like the guy, not the guy in the sense of Lucho, but the guy in sense of like, yes, he's got another level. Yeah, Grayson Dotto had a few tough misses there. Yeah, that one just really stuck out to me though, because it was like you can ice the game, we don't have to stress. Yeah. Please no Santos. What? We don't be rocking with Santos? I still think his best position is first off the bench, Santos. But I would rather him than Dotto right now. It's just form. It's how it goes. It's the life of a striker. But Dotto is 19, so I don't think we should be keeping him in to get out of the rut. Just leave it alone. Alex 12. I wish we could have both Orjano and Barrios on the wings. That imagine that would be that would actually be wow. Although I talked about this again in the watch along. It was kind of an eventful night, not gonna lie. I don't like Orjano on the right. I think he's better on the left. And my full thought to that was this is my backline right now. This is how I think we should be playing the backline right now. Luka, keep him in position. Please keep him in position. Not that he's like horrible on the right, but he's not anywhere near as effective on the right. Luka on the left wing back. Murphy, Keller down the middle, Yedlin on the right center back, and Alvas on the right wing back. That's great. The only person out of position there is Yedlin, and I think he's holding his own just fine at right center back. Totally cool with that. But please put Luka back on the left. And then Alvas Powell, obviously, he can play right wing back. And I don't know much. I don't know much about the profile of Assad, so I doubt he could play right back just because he's not playing right back, and we're putting Luka out of position for it. But I would never. I don't like Luka out of position per se. So that's my preferred back line. Sorry, I went a bit of a tangent there after the Alvaro comment. Need Boop to get back in form. 100%. 100%. It's tricky. And I don't even know how to put into words because I don't even know if I have the mental thought fully formed to put into words. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what my opinion is on the situation. Dotto is 19 and plays like it. Yeah. Boop looks completely match unfit. Oh, okay. Start Santos or figure the midfield out and start Kubo up top. Oh yeah, I forgot Kubo can play up top. I was just so like sucked into this game with Obi being out that we don't have to keep Kubo there. Yeah, put Kubo back up top. Okay. We may or may not touch on that later. But I would like to make sure that we get to this other segment, the second segment of looking to the future. Yes, we're not going to touch on that. Okay. Looking forward, we've got an absurd amount of games. Oh my days, an absurd amount of games. July 3rd, Wednesday at DC United, which, by the way, I will be there in attendance. I will be on the ground at Audi Field. Riley Sobolski and I, he's been on the channel before. Not this channel, my channel. Like vlogs. Actually, no, he hasn't been on here yet. Sorry. But Riley and I will be visiting our friend Rink. Rink was in the MLS All-Star vlog from last year. That is on this channel, the All-Star Game Part 2, I believe. So if you want to check out who Rink is, but I will be vlogging that. I'll be doing like an away day, an MLS away day, like rating experience video. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, no watch along next Wednesday because I will be at the game. So do not be looking on the channels for watch alongs or post match reactions because I'll literally be in another state and I won't have my computer. So, well, I will have my computer, but not this computer. So, yes, that's the DC game, July 3rd away. And then we've got the Inter Miami game at home next Saturday, the July 6th. Probably no Messi. Actually, yes, no Messi. Yeah, I think that was confirmed tonight, or technically both Friday because you're whatever. But yeah, probably no Messi. But Inter Miami have been holding their own. They've been holding their own without him, honestly. And I'm it kind of makes me shiver in my boots if I'm being completely honest, because this was supposed to be like the time when they're dropping points, and they're not really doing that. Yeah, their form is actually, how do you read this? Do you read form left to right or right to left? Anyways, loss on May 29th. Draw, win, win, win. That was not the script. That was not how that was supposed to go. So that's not cool. Hopefully we can get it done. How do I feel about that game? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I need some time to like process what's going on. And how I feel after tonight's game, honestly. And then July 13th, Saturday, Charlotte at home. The Queen City Derby comes back to town. So of the next 3 games, all 3 are in the East. No West Coast road trips or West Coast open houses at the Teak. It is a purely West or East affair. Okay, let's get back into the chats a little bit, and then we'll touch on that. Dang, chat is active tonight. Let's go, guys. Grayson said, with Luka and Alvaro on the wings, we'd win every game 6-5, but it'd be all 5s. That's so facts. Barreal and Luka on the wings is the Western shootout. I would rather bring up an SEC2 center back and keep Yell on the right where he belongs. I don't know about that. I don't know if I go that far. Yes, I do agree that Yedlin is obviously so much more effective on the right wing. But I don't know who I'd trust from FCC2 to come cover center back. I think Yedlin's doing a fine job. That's what I'm saying. We need to get Luka back in position, back in 100% full position. That is major key, I think. Okay. Scott says, when Miles gets back, Yedlin back in right wing, Luka back to left, hopefully. Dude, I sure hope so. And unfortunately, that's fully reliant on the Uruguay USMNT game on Monday. we're not going to get into that. We're not going to touch that. Alex 12 says, what if we called up Jeff Cameron back just for the Inter Miami game? Oh my days. Real homies remember Jeff Cameron. Not just Jeff Cameron, but the Jeff Cameron. Like the GOAT. As in his last season with us. That was crazy. He'd be good Miazga replacement. That is very true. Can't wait to have Weston McKennie head in, a 101st minute winner in the MLS Cup final versus Salt Lake. So real. So real. Oh my gosh, the scenes. I will be there no matter what. All right. Enough with the shenanigans. Let's get back into the future outlook here. Wow, it is hot in here. Guys, I was complaining about it all night. I don't have a fan in here. I have a ceiling fan, but there's a bunch of dust on it, and I'm not turning that on right now. Anyways, so like I said, next 3 opponents at DC United, Inter Miami at home, Charlotte at home. DC United, as it stands, or at least, well, before the stream, before tonight's games, at DC United, they were 24th in the Supporters Shield, 13th in the conference. So going to their place, what are we expecting? Me personally, I'm going to expect to win. I expect to win. I know the whole injury woes and rah, woe is me. We should win. They tied at our place, what was I say, March 10th this year on the reverse fixture. I think we should win. I don't know if is Benteke questionable for that game? Does anyone happen to know? I don't think he played tonight, or maybe it was the home game that he didn't play. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah. So that should be 3 points. I think that should be 3 points. With Keller back, should expect the same as tonight. Suspended. What did bro do? Oh, that's so tough. That's so tough. Wait, isn't that the same suspension as Obi? I'm pretty sure it's the same suspension as Obi. Anyways, okay. So yeah, that's a DC United game. I'm saying 3 points. Scott, I think I'm right there with you. Was that Scott that said that? Freak, where'd we go? Yeah, Scott, I agree. More or less the same as tonight, except hopefully not 100 degrees. Oh my days. And then Inter Miami, obviously they still sit first in the Supporters Shield, and then obviously the conference. So not epic. And they don't have Messi, and they're still cooking. But the previous head-to-head was last year, October 7th, at Inter Miami, and we beat them 1-0. And I think they had Messi. Like he was playing. I know at that point they had Messi, but I don't know if he was playing that game. But yes, I don't know if I want to say 3 points from that game. I'll say a draw. I don't like losing at home. I don't think we should lose at home ever in the whole history of the league ever with this team. I'm gonna say a draw. So from DC, 3 points. Inter Miami, 1 point. We're at 4 points in the next 2 games. Like I said, likely no Messi, but they've been just fine without him, which is kind of scary. And then lastly, we've got Charlotte FC. They sit 8th in the Supporters Shield, 5th in the conference, and the last head-to-head was a 1-1 draw, March 30th of the reverse fixture this year at Charlotte. That game was the Boop last-minute winner. So we could see Boop turn it all around again against Charlotte. How legendary would that be? It was a 90 plus 2 minute equalizer. Yeah, 90 plus 2 equalizer. I think we'll do it again. I'm backing him to do it again. All right. So that is the future outlook. I'm going to say 7 points from the next 3. 3 against DC, 1 against Inter Miami, 3 against Charlotte. That's what I'm saying. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let's read some comments and then we'll wrap it up because it's really hot in here. And the game, actually, there wasn't a whole lot of substance to this game, if I'm being completely honest. Or at least not that I can just like post-match react right now off the top of my head. Alex 12 asks, would you rather have Tyler Adams or Weston in the midfield? All hypothetical. Tyler Adams. No question. Respectfully. I love Weston McKennie. He's like my favorite USMNT player just because like for the vibe, silly, goofy guy. Actually, I don't know. Tyler Adams is probably a really close second, if not the first. I say Tyler Adams. Well, no, Tyler Adams. I was gonna say, thinking in terms of FCC, what do we need more? I would rather have a Tyler Adams than a Weston McKennie. Although Tyler Adams is kind of injury prone. What are we saying? Tyler Adams or Weston McKennie? Not that we're rumored with Tyler Adams. I'm not saying we're rumored. Do not go and spread Tyler Adams propaganda on Twitter after this. Do not do that. But you should do it. He's following up on the yellow card accumulation, red card. And I believe they had a red card again this match day. DC. Oh, yeah, they did. They did. I saw that in the Slack. I saw that. Who was it? Dahome? Yeah. Dahome. What was that? Colombian? Yeah, he's Colombian. Yeah, so that's Dahome. Yeah, double yellow. Double yellow in like 6 minutes? Lad, what are you doing? What in the world? Okay. Yeah, so they'll also be missing him. Where's he lining up? Why can't their right wing back? So DC will be without Benteke and their right wing back, it looks. Yikes. Yeah, I think we should get the win. I'm very convinced we should get the win. Weston, easy? We already have one of the best defensive mids in the league. West can provide more offensively. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so like content with Lucho. So like I just don't think offensively. Like, I'm just like, just let him cook, bro. And sometimes I'm like, would a player just get in the way offensively? You know what I mean? Like Brandon Vasquez, he's not a center mid, but you get the point. Offensively, Brandon Vasquez, I don't think he ever got in the way. Stayed in his lane, did his job. It was perfect. It was great. So underrated. So I think that's why I wouldn't want a more offensive player, but I do understand the point. I can totally see that. With a competent back line, we will do well, even with Miles get hurt, especially when Miles returns. They just need to keep working through lines in the midfield like we did in the second half tonight. Keller is big having back as true center back, and with Miles back, we have a good back line. I agree. Once we get Miles back, if he doesn't go to the Olympics, I think he will go to the Olympics, and I will be so sad. But with him back, I feel just fine. Like we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Guys, everything's fine. Calm down, everyone. Jeez. Like Boop, he gets in the way. Nah. Too much Boop hate, guys. Come on. Too much Boop hate. All right. I'm going to wrap it up because it's hot and it's late. It's past your guys' bedtime. What are we doing? All right. So, yeah. 7 points from the next 3. 3 points tonight. Freaking, Luke Oriano, man. What a legend. What a legend. Bleached hair wingbacks, FCC culture, heritage. It's what we do. It's what we do. Platinum. It's what we do. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. When will I see you next? I'm going to find this out before I say goodbye because I need to figure out when I'm going to see you next because we went way too long from the last watch along. Like I said, I will not be doing watch along or post-match reactions for the Wednesday game versus DC United. I will be there. I will be vlogging MLS away day, match day experience. So stay tuned for that. I have no idea when that's going to come out, but keep an eye out. Wow. We have 3 back-to-back games at home. By the time I see you again, summer will be almost over. I don't know how I feel about that. That kind of makes me really upset. Anyways, I won't see you guys for almost another month again. I won't see you until July 20th, Saturday, 7:30 versus New York Red Bulls. What a game to come back. New York Red Bulls. And then after that, it's the League Cup. Also, it's still up in the air if I'm going to cover the League's Cup. Just because, quite frankly, from a personal standpoint, I have no interest in the tournament. So I don't want to get on here and act like interested, if that makes sense. I'm sorry if that offends you. But like, I don't know. I don't want to get on here and act excited. You know what I mean? Like I want to be authentic about it. And I just don't get excited about that tournament. So I don't know. We'll see. I may or may not have a poll go out on CST or my Twitter or something about it. But yeah. Next time we'll see you guys July 20th, Saturday. The stream will start at 7 o'clock, hopefully. As long as everything goes planned. Like, life happens. But yeah. This is goodbye for a long time. Unless I run into you at the games. I run into some of you guys at the games. It's pretty cool. Love meeting you guys. Love saying what's up. Yeah, that is all for me. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by. Love 3 points, man. Love winning. Everyone stay safe. Have a good night. I will see you in like a month. All right, take care. Love you guys.